Hey guys, okay, so I had to actually do something with my tablet a little bit ago. And like I had told you guys, before lunchtime for me at least, there was nothing coming through my spirit box. I was going to continue the recording from earlier, but because of having to do something on my tablet, I had to get out of my camera app. So, due to that, I was not able to keep the recording going. I'm only going to do a couple of minutes. I only have, ironically, 5% on my phone now. It was at 50%. Now it's at 5%. So I'm thinking there's been more around me since getting off earlier. I haven't done a whole lot. I had lunch. Hubby came in, had lunch. So not much has happened in that time frame in the last couple of hours since coming on and doing the previous video. My allergies are spiking again. Yay. So, let's get this started up. Starting up the program on my phone. Alright, so we're going to hit start. Would anybody like to talk with us right now? Would talk with me, at least. Is anybody here right now? I'm going to try something. Take you guys with me. Hopefully I don't... Sorry about that. That was my controller falling over. So I'm going to take you guys with me and see if maybe going to the... Air noises. Some noises you're going to hear are just noises. Sorry how dark it is. My house, there's, other than actually turning on lights like that, there's to go upstairs. The first door is actually my son's room. Actually, I can take you guys up real quick. Upstairs, maybe somebody will be upstairs for us and be willing to talk. Sorry about how dark it is. There's, other than the light coming through the windows, there's actually not a whole lot of light other than our lights that you'll see. There's not a whole lot of light in this house unless it comes through the windows. Alright, so you can see my glasses probably. My son's room, his bunk bed and everything. And you can see it, we have a blackout curtain because he doesn't like light in his room at night, and everything can wake him up really easily. So we'll come around here, go into the next door. Now I'm sorry, this has become kind of a storage room for us. It was supposed to be our office or study room, and then I was going to make it into like my workspace, and it has not been accomplished at all. It's become kind of a store-all. Please forgive the mess. My husband would probably kill me if I was showing people this. By the way, this beautiful, beautiful thing right here, I absolutely love this piece of artwork. It's a family heirloom, actually, that I got from my grandmother, my Mima. She had it in her house for years, as long as I've been alive. Actually, longer than that, even. And I know that it was a family heirloom. It's a very, very special piece of artwork. And sorry, again, I'm going to say sorry for the mess. If you look over here, that couch right there was also in her house. Unfortunately, it has a lot of stuff on it right now. As you can see, dresses for photo shoots, boxes of storage stuff. We got Christmas stuff. Bookshelves, my bears. Some fun bears. Oh, my favorite shelf. So this shelf right here has a lot of my favorite books in it. So if you can see, these all right here are very special books. They are all old hymnals that I found actually in libraries and thrift stores and things like that. They're some of my very special books. These here are older books as well, or pieces of hymns, hymn pages, different music pieces that I found at vintage stores. I love collecting that stuff. If you guys have anything that you like collecting, let me know. If you like collecting this kind of stuff, let me know as well. Or if you have pieces like this, I'm always looking to expand my collection, because obviously you can see. Now, down here is my little bit of music collection stuff. I have my photo stuff behind my bear. My special books for, let's see, Solitary Witch, Gardening Almanac, my crystals book, Healing Crystals, Chinese Herbal Secrets. I absolutely love that. I also have my Italian Folklore Myth, my Folk Magic book that I have actually found very helpful for me. You mean I'm not lazy, stupid, or crazy? For people with PTSD, ADD, ADHD, or also autism, I've had a lot of struggles in life on figuring out why I was the way I was. So that book was wonderful. I have my herbs, and by the way, I have not turned this off yet, and nobody's been talking yet. And as you can see, also our wonderful desk area that is covered with papers and all of our extra storage stuff. We have a lot of work to do up here. We just haven't. This is kind of our last place. You can actually see down in here, that's my husband's shelves right there. All of his work stuff is there pretty much. Training manuals and things of that nature. So that's actually one of my most quiet rooms. I know it's just a storage room, but it's actually a quiet room. So I'm going to show you guys. I told you guys about this, my house situation of where the stuff is. Warning, this is our cat's room. As you can tell from the hole. This is what our wonderful kitten does to our house. She literally claws this and she chews on paper. So this wall right here is literally next to my bedroom wall. I'm not going to go into my bedroom only because it is a wreck right now. I will be honest, my room is a wreck. Another storage, our extra storage spot. Our house doesn't have a lot of storage. We actually have little bitty storage closets basically. And that's our storage for the house. We don't have a storage shed or anything like that. So our rooms have become storage places. This is the room I hear the most conversations. I hear knocks in this room. If there's stuff walking in this house, usually it's walking on our floor. By the way, the reason you can hear walking a lot of times is hardwood floors. I absolutely love my floors though. But you can actually hear me even walking. I'm actually doing it on purpose a little bit louder. But my cat got stuck in ours. She likes to follow me everywhere. If I can see if I can get her. There's my cat. She follows me everywhere I go. Especially when I come upstairs. She likes to follow me. Hey, come on. Come on. Come on, Lily. Come on, baby. Come on, sweetheart. It's my kitty cat. Ooh, that almost fall. My kitty cat. Hi, baby. Hi, lovey. I know, I love you. My kitty cat's a sweetheart. She's my baby. I don't have another child yet. We are trying, but I don't have another child yet, and she's become like my baby. I love her to death. But as you guys can see, I am, if you've heard at least, I've had this going. I've had that going the entire time that I've been walking around the house. Have not heard a single thing. So up here, if you listen, it's really quiet upstairs. If people aren't walking, so right here, our houses are actually it repeats the houses. Each one is a repeat. So like, the house next to us over on that side, I'm going to keep my hands closer to me so you can see. On that side actually is a complete flip of my house. And same with the house on this side is a complete flip of my house as well. So like their stairs, like how you can see my stairs right here. Their stairs are actually right here as well. So when we actually can hear our neighbors going up and down the stairs a lot of times. So I have to think, is it the stairs? Is it just my neighbors going up and down the stairs? Or, let's get it so you don't have the light right behind me flashing right at the camera. But a lot of times is it my neighbors going up and down the stairs in the middle of the night? Or is it somebody else? I've actually heard, because you can hear. If I stay completely quiet, you can hear that it is very silent in this house if nobody's doing anything. My stairs creak really, really easily. My floor creaks really, really easily. So I can hear very well if anybody is walking around here. Now downstairs, not so easily. But upstairs, which is where I hear most of the commotions anyways, I can constantly hear stuff walking around. One day my husband was actually downstairs and I was in the bathroom getting a shower and everything, and I had just gotten done, and I was getting ready for bed, and I swore I heard him coming upstairs, and it was about that time for him to come upstairs. He was actually supposed to be shutting everything off and coming up to go to bed. And so I call out, I'm like, hey, honey, can you stop and grab this for me before you come upstairs? Well, and her still coming upstairs, and I'm like, honey, I need you to go and grab this. And still hear coming upstairs and coming around our banister area, coming around this banister area and coming around to go to our room. And I'm in the bathroom thinking, okay, I'm about to see my husband walk in the door to our room. And I, put my head out the door frame and I'm like, honey, I really needed you. And there's no one there. And I literally hear steps up to the door frame before it hits carpeting, because all of our rooms have carpet in them. So right before it hits the carpet, basically walking to the door, and then there's nothing. So it was a pretty odd occurrence, because I was like, I really could have sworn, because it sounded just like my husband coming upstairs. And I'm like, honey, did you hear that? And he's like, what are you talking about? And I can hear him, because I thought he was getting off of his stuff. I hear him listening to something on TV still. And I was like, oh my gosh. Of all the times, and he's like, did you come up and down the stairs at some point? And I'm like, no, I thought you came upstairs. He's like, I thought you came downstairs. I was like, well, at least you can finally hear some of the stuff that I hear on a regular basis, honey. So it's been there's frustrating moments for us when you hear just... we've both heard, while we're laying in bed, random knocking right behind our head, banging, slight banging behind our head. While I'm up here, Kitty's gonna go to her room for a little while, because she has not eaten today yet, because she keeps coming downstairs and staying downstairs with us. We actually have to lock her. Sounds horrible. It's not child abuse, or it's whole child abuse, because there are children. It's not child abuse. We have to actually have her closed in her room sometimes so she'll actually eat and sleep and get water, because otherwise she won't come upstairs and use her litter box until the very end of the day, and I have to actually lock her up sometimes so that she'll have moments for herself. By the way, so you guys can see, I still have this going. And nobody has said a word through it. By the way, I did try, whenever I turned off the camera earlier. Okay, so if you guys heard that, that's actually my neighbors walking in their house. And you see, I don't know if I was quiet enough for you guys to be able to hear it, but if you hear it, that was my neighbors walking, which it sounds like there's somebody walking in my house. It is very unnerving a lot of times on that. But when you know your neighbors are gone because both their vehicles are gone and you watch everybody leave, and you hear the same noises, like somebody's walking, and you know no one is in their house at all, it can be frustrating, because it's like, where are these noises coming from? But like I was saying, sorry, getting back, because I heard them walking, so I just wanted to point that out. In case anybody hears that, sees anything, or hears anything unusual, you do know that yeah, as you guys can hear that probably. I'm trying to stay quiet so that you guys can hear. That is my neighbors walking around on their stairs. It is really, it sounds like there's somebody walking in my house. It doesn't sound like there's the house next to us. It's loud enough that it sounds like there's somebody walking in my house. But, okay, getting back. I want you guys to really hear those types of noises so that whenever I'm recording, if you hear stuff like that, you don't, oh my gosh, there's somebody walking in your house. No, it's very likely, unless I will point out if I hear noises, bumps and stuff. If I know there's stuff going on, I will point out a lot of it. So, yes, I do have a lot of stuff here, but at the same time, my neighbor's stairs are right there, and it's almost like our stairs are actually connected. They just put like paper thin wall between the two houses. So you can hear it like it's somebody walking in your own house. Getting back to what I was talking about though. So I still have had the spirit box going. And I know that you guys, I have not heard a single thing coming out of here. What I was talking about before they were walking is I turned this back on after I stopped my previous video. And I kept it going, just thinking maybe we'll see if people, if they want to talk without the video rolling, if they just weren't wanting to talk on video for the moment. And I had it going for about 30 minutes, just leaving it on for about 30 minutes to see if anybody was going to talk. And I have gotten no responses whatsoever. So, and as you can see, this video already about 17 minutes and no responses. And last night, I'm sitting outside and literally, as soon as I turned this on, I started getting people talking. Someone talking, multiple people talking. They were sometimes overlapping each other, trying to talk at the same time. Had the same thing happen earlier in my car when I was sitting out in my driveway. I told them I was going to come into the house and talk to them later. Trying to talk to them later. And nobody's talking to me. So, I'll keep at this and keep recording and keeping I guess, kind of like a journal of my adventures in my own house. And keep you guys updated on how things are going. If I can get responses on this, I will try to keep them recorded so that you guys can see it. Sometimes I feel like I'm going crazy because I hear things in my house. So I'm trying to put this out here so that other people can see that you're not crazy, that there are things around you. And if you feel that way, hit me up. Alright guys, I hope you guys have a great day.